Paul Hellyer, a former Canadian defence minister renowned for his views on the unknown, urged the government during his life to unveil classified information regarding unidentified objects and aliens. With a distinguished background as Canada's defence minister during the 1960s, Hellyer played a pivotal role in overseeing significant transformations within the Royal Canadian Navy, Canadian Army, and the Royal Canadian Air Force, ultimately leading to their integration into a unified entity. However, during the last years of his life, it was his assertions that have thrust him into the spotlight of mainstream media. Fascinatingly, Hellyer insists that influential figures in society are concealing the existence of extraterrestrial life, a notion that has prodded him to advocate for the disclosure of undisclosed knowledge in this domain. By delving into the enigmatic realms of unidentified objects and extraterrestrials, Hellyer's perspective adds a captivating facet to the ongoing discourse surrounding this phenomenon, inviting us to explore the depths of the unknown and broaden our understanding of the universe. In 2015, Mr. Hellyer initiated discussions regarding unidentified flying objects, expressing a noteworthy observation that these unexplained aerial phenomena are as prevalent as conventional aircraft in our skies. Furthermore, he went on to assert that extraterrestrial beings have been visiting our planet for an extended period of time, offering a profound insight into their motivation. According to Mr. Hellyer, their keen interest in Earth was catalyzed by the advent of the atomic bomb, which served as a significant turning point in their attention towards our civilization. Numerous experts in the field of UFO research have contended that during the initial testing of atomic weapons, there was a substantial surge in the number of reported sightings. Offering valuable insights into this intriguing phenomenon, Mr. Hellyer and other dedicated researchers proposed that the extraterrestrial beings observed our development and deployment of atomic bombs, which instantly propelled humanity to the status of a significant cosmic threat. By comprehensively exploring the correlation between nuclear weapons testing and the subsequent increase in UFO activity, these experts shed light on the profound impact our atomic capabilities had on the intergalactic community. During an interview, he expressed that there has been a significant increase in activity over the past few decades. He suggested that his surge in activity shows that aliens are genuinely concerned about our tendency to utilize this destructive weapon repeatedly, as it has the potential to disrupt the delicate balance of the entire cosmos. This apprehension stems from their fear of the consequences that such actions may have on the overall equilibrium of celestial entities. Mr. Hellyer put forward the notion that there are multiple individuals within the United States government who possess knowledge regarding the ongoing events. He further asserted that establishing contact with the appropriate individuals would swiftly provide the necessary evidence, thus insinuating that the truth is readily accessible. He elaborated on the information he has received from various sources, including documents and personal interviews. According to these sources, there is believed to be a range of 2 to 12 distinct species of extraterrestrial beings. Avi Loeb calls out Neil deGrasse Tyson for not practicing science on the UAP issue. Avi Loeb said the following about the recent UAP developments and Neil deGrasse Tyson's comments. The problem is that people like Neil are pretending they care about the data, but they are not seeking the data, and he is talking about it, but he is not practicing science. And what I'm trying to do is go to the Pacific Ocean, where we know there is an object that came from outside the solar system, and study it. Now it's possible that the government may have some materials or some evidence that we have no access to, but the sky is not classified. The oceans are not classified. And if Neil deGrasse Tyson was really curious about this question, he would have been seeking the evidence rather than saying we don't have evidence and that it's an extraordinary claim. But he's not doing anything about it, and practicing science is very different from talking about science. He's talking about science. I am practicing science. I write scientific papers, I publish, and I actually follow the evidence, and that's what we try to do. What I find strange is that many scientists resist this approach of trying to collect the evidence. Not only that they are not engaged in it, they are trying to push back and say it's a waste of time. But I say, let the science be done the way it should be done. And I'm really curious if the government has materials or information that is currently hidden from view, because as a scientist, I agree with Neil that we need access to the data. So the fundamental question for me is whether we will learn about what lies beyond the solar system by studying what's at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, before we learn it from politicians in Washington. Or maybe some miracle will happen, and we will learn from the government as well. Renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson recently featured on an episode of Who's Talking with Chris Wallace, where he was questioned about his perspective on the current frenzy surrounding mysterious visits to Earth. Tyson emphasized that, as a scientist, he remains steadfast in his position on the nature of the universe, requiring solid and substantiated evidence before adjusting his viewpoints. Tyson, when questioned about his belief in the existence of alien life in the universe, expressed that it would be surprising if life did not exist. He based this assertion on the prevalence of the same building blocks that support life on Earth, the rapid emergence of life on our planet, and the large number of planets discovered orbiting other stars. The absence of life under such circumstances would indeed be unexpected. During a discussion about the definition of the term alien as any form of life, there was a follow-up question regarding whether advanced beings have visited Earth. At this point, Tyson emphasized that although he maintains an open mind, he is not convinced by the blurry and ambiguous footage of unidentified objects in the sky that is often touted as evidence of alien presence. Neil said the following: "Is it possible for something to arrive here via a spacecraft? It could very well be out there. Currently, there is insufficient evidence to persuade a genuine skeptic that we have been visited. Allow me to mention that these indistinct, single-color tic-tacs that regularly appear within restricted airspace of the Navy, right here in our own atmosphere, are not enough to convince an astrophysicist, particularly when we have access to high-resolution images from the James Webb Space Telescope, which is positioned 1 million miles away from Earth, providing a glimpse at the farthest reaches of the universe. If you truly want to convince an astrophysicist about the existence of advanced visitors within our atmosphere, you'll need stronger evidence." While some theorists may find fault with Neil deGrasse Tyson's reasoning in this matter, contending that alien spacecraft could potentially possess the capability to conceal or disguise their appearance from the naked eye, or even from advanced technologies such as radar, Tyson is indeed correct in asserting that without solid evidence, everything remains speculative. As of right now, those who have been investigating this story have said that a smear campaign is happening right now against David Grush. Air Force and intelligence community veteran David Grush has ignited an intense debate surrounding the existence of unidentified objects. These claims, both historic and highly controversial, have encountered resistance from skeptics due to their extraordinary nature. Amongst Grush's most astonishing assertions is the revelation of a non-human intelligence presence on our planet. Additionally, he alleges that the United States government has initiated a crash retrieval program specifically aimed at reverse engineering advanced spacecrafts. However, despite the publication of an exclusive interview with Grush by Australian journalist Ross Coulthart, these extraordinary claims continue to be the subject of dispute. Intriguingly, the story took a serious turn when the veteran decided to testify under oath, adding a new layer of importance and significance to his account. After testifying under oath, both Grush and Coulthart issued a cautionary statement, highlighting that the intelligence community would respond to their claims from various perspectives. One publication, in an attempt to undermine David Grush's credibility, published a critical article targeting his health issues, particularly his struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder following his services. This hit piece is just one in a series of attempts made by several critics to discredit Grush's assertions. David Grush, a former intelligence officer in the Air Force, delivered a profoundly startling testimony where he revealed that he had been informed about a highly classified program focused on retrieving and reverse engineering unidentified aerial phenomena for several decades. Grush went on to accuse the military of intentionally diverting funds in order to maintain secrecy surrounding these operations. This revelation uncovers a covert initiative that has spanned multiple generations, involving the examination and investigation of UAP incidents. The testimony presented is causing committee members to raise doubts regarding the appropriate approach for Congress to initiate an investigation into the witnesses' claims. They are also urging the executive branch to provide further clarification and explanations regarding its denial of the existence of certain programs. This comprehensive and detailed exploration delves into the deep-rooted questions surrounding the need for extensive inquiry and the demand for transparency. In an effort to gather more insights and evidence, legislators are aiming to initiate the process by acquiring supplementary details and records that Grush claims to have submitted to the Pentagon's Inspector General subsequent to his involvement in 2 Defense Department task forces focusing on unidentified aerial phenomena. In order to extract more insights from him, they intend to conduct a meeting with the former official in a specialized facility known as a Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility. So, what do you make of these recent announcements? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.